Yo, this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Welcome to another Saturday Morning TVLog, and this time around it's Bear and Jamal, brought to us by Film Roman. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Doyle, the Big D to you, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So this week's Saturday Morning TVLog is going to be on another long-lost and very forgotten tune from years back. Bear and Jamal. Originally premiering on the Fox network in early 96 and produced by Film Roman, who of course was already behind the network's big hit Bobby's World. This was an animated musical comedy children's series. It centers on an elementary school-aged boy named Jamal and his companion Bear, an orange hip-hop teddy bear who raps. Film Roman, who also was the studio behind Garfield and Friends, and of course the aforementioned Bobby's World, co-produced the show with Taurus Film. Now this series is probably well forgotten, but still pretty much had a pretty cool funky vibe to it. Anyway, Jamal tries to keep Bear from speaking around even to his dad and what have you, and the others that's living around his household. But anyway, oh yeah, and there's also his grandmother and grandfather. But the only one that can actually see Bear in motion is Jamal's family's dog of a basset hound named Sooner. Each week, Bear would actually take Jamal on some fun-filled journeys and get into so much mischief and misadventure and to teach him all sorts of lessons and what have you. Now, this series is very long lost. Now, I could find only one episode on YouTube, and it was the episode called, let's see here. Oh, yeah, Emperor's New Gear. And like I said, you can find some clips from the show, but it's very tough to find this show. This is easily a very long lost series, and trust me, I know it is. Anyway, I remembered seeing this show. This show is underrated as well. But nevertheless, it had some pretty funny moments and what have you. The show originally started with just a mere 3 episodes. And then, yeah, Fox Kids started with 3 episodes in early 96, and then by fall of that same year, it was picked up for 10 more additional episodes. But after 2 seasons, the show ended in February of 1997. The show has been seen on VHS and DVD through the Xenon Entertainment Group, but I think those are long lost. But now there is another way you can see it. I think it's still there, but I'm not sure. As of January of 2022, the series could also be streamed on the Roku channel. But anyway, I could be wrong that it's still there. I don't have the Roku channel. I tried to get that thing and failed. But of the whole, I found Bear and Jamal to be pretty fun and entertaining and what have you. I especially like its opening theme song, which is rapped by none other than the voice of Bear himself, rapper Tone Loc, who of course you may know best from the hip-hoppin song of Wild Dang. You know, that song. And of course, he had recently played Emilio in the Jim Carrey flick Ace Ventura: Pet Detective 2 years prior. Now, Bear's a wise rapping teddy bear with a hip hop style. He comes to life whenever Jamal is around and is always ready to give him advice. He has the power to take Jamal on magical adventures at the snap of his finger, but he sometimes breaks the fourth wall with sarcastic remarks to the audience. Yes, which that makes this pretty enjoyable. Voicing Jamal is Arthur Reggie III, cheerful, imaginative, 9-year old, later teen-year-old African American boy. He always keeps Sea Bear by his side. And of course, his last name is Wingo. George L. Wallace voices his dad, Hawthorne. Now, of course, Wallace later went on to appear in films like Three Strikes, The Lady Killers, let's see, The Wash, and lots of others. He's been in other films before this and what have you. Yeah, he sometimes wonders why Jamal still keeps the bear. And well, that and also his wife died before the events of the series. Jamal's grandmother Bernice is voiced by Dawn Lewis, who most people would remember her as Jaleesa from A Different World. And I'm gonna say she's kind-hearted and gentle, and is most often seen cooking meals for her family. Daryl Savad voices Willis Wingo, Jamal's grandfather and Bernice's husband. He's bald and rarely leaves his chair by the television. Now, of course, Jamal does have some friends, though. Now, those include Big Chill, a fat dude voiced by Aries Spears, who is always hungry and speaks like he has a cold. Upon entering a room, he'll say the BIGCHI is in his house. Big Chill has been held back in school a few times. Though his exact age is unknown, he's old enough to drive a car, and in one episode mentions filling out tax forms. There's Kwame, who is another character who is voiced by Aries Spears as well. He's dressed in African clothes and believes in power to the people. He has a tendency to label anything and everything as a conspiracy by the man. He is the second smartest of Jamal's friends. Then there's Chipster, Jamal's Caucasian friend, who's silly and likes to make his friends laugh, voiced by Jeannie Elias. And Kim, Jamal's Asian friend, who is voiced by, well, can you believe it? Funny gal Margaret Cho. Now, she's feisty and quick to stand up to anyone who bullies her friends. She's also best friend to someone who I'll get to in just a moment. And Paul Rodriguez voices Javier, who is another one of Jamal's friends. He's the Latino friend and has a wide vocabulary, often using big words that Jamal and his friends barely understand. He's the third smartest in class, achieving the second highest grades after this chick, and also is Kim's best friend, Maya. She's also Jamal's love interest, and she's voiced by none other than Tootie of the Facts of Life fame herself, Kim Fields. She's bold and outspoken and has a loud voice. She's the smartest of Jamal's friends, often getting the highest test scores in class. There's other characters, but no voices though. Miss Fine, who is Jamal's teacher, she's kind to him, but always pushing her students to do their best. And then there's the Wingo's Basset Hound, Sooner, and is also Sea Bear's rival. They often engage in cartoonish chases and fights, which are usually won by Sea Bear himself. Now, like I said, this series is very hard to find, but I remember it for certain things because it's just so silly and what have you, but it's pretty fun and what have you. I think if you ever find this show, I think you'll really like it if you give it a shot. And like I said, it has a pretty catchy little hip-hoppin tune as well. Well, a theme song, that is. Well, let me go ahead and give you a look at our some of the main characters. Here's a shot of you'll see Jamal in the polka dot shirt along with some of his friends, not all of them, but most of them. And this here is Sea Bear. Yeah, trying to be cool and pretty funny and what have you. So anyway, as I've said before, Sea Bear and Jamal is easily a very hard to find show. It's probably one of the long lost Saturday morning shows of the 90s. But if you can ever encounter an episode of this, I'd say give it a shot. You might enjoy it. It's absolutely a zany show. This is probably one of the few underrated shows from the old Fox Kids days. I mean, there are many other shows that Fox Kids have aired that were short lived that I consider underrated. Like, well, one show I did not so long ago, Zazu U, one of their first shows, or maybe Super Dave Daredevil for Hire, which that's a show I've yet to talk about, but I will eventually. Oh, the list could go on and on. I think you should give it a shot. Or maybe if you're in, or maybe if you've heard of Tone Loc and his low number wild thing, then I'd say you should feel right at home with this here show. It's so funny and what have you. Like I said, Tone Loc steals the show every time as he voices Sea Bear. So that's about it. That's about all I can tell you about this show. Because like I said, not really much I can find on this show. Like I said, this is a very rare show. It's a long lost show, a rare gem, and well, you get what I'm saying, okay? So have you ever watched Sea Bear and Jamal? If so, let me know in the comments section below. If you like this video, consider clicking the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow, make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you like. We'll have another video coming up for you soon. So if you like this, consider checking out the Saturday Morning TVLogs for some of these other shows. I'll give you two shows I had just talked about. In the upper left-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog on Bobby's World, Fox Kids' big hit. Well, this was pre-Power Rangers, of course. The upper right-hand corner is the Saturday Morning TVLog I did on Zazu U last month. Or if you would like maybe another, well, cool tune from the old Fox Kids days, check out my Saturday Morning TVLog for another cool show, and that's Jim Henson's Dog City. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as the Saturday Morning TVLog, then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching, and next week will be another Saturday Morning TVLog revisited. I am going to be revisiting the secrets of Isis for March, for the first day of March, okay? So until next time, I'm the Big D saying see ya.